what's up, everybody? Welcome. Welcome, everybody, to Table Stories, Voldemort and Valour. I got him right before the show. I got him.
Same breath. Like you didn't even breathe in between.
I got him so good before the start.
I'm quitting, so.
You started this, Legacy. You started this thing.
No.
You actually.
We have proof.
Who started it today? Was it me?
It was you.
Oh yeah, it was me.
I think it
Sleep
was a
problems,
full-on.
and then-
Listen,
I think
the
it was
only
a front
reason
of pushing.
The only reason that we're 9 minutes late today is because we were laughing so much at the insanity and super inappropriate things we were doing before the show.
Wait, you can't say the inappropriate things we were doing. You can say
Saying-
the inappropriate things we were talking about.
sharing.
Saying, oversharing,
Oh, definitely.
I don't
oversharing.
believe in the concept of oversharing.
Well, today
know.
we tested it.
We have seen the evidence, Smuggles.
Can I just say, every week on the show feels like staying up late at summer camp, like hanging out with this group of people. Isn't that what that feels like? Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Like
I
we're gonna
don't
watch
know,
a
I
movie
didn't.
we shouldn't watch, and people are gonna be like, "Go to bed, be quiet." And we're like, absolutely not.
I didn't have summer camp. I did have band camp,
Oh.
I was gonna
but
say,
we're
of
now
course.
in PG mode, so
PG mode activate. PG mode activate. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to Table Stories, Voldemort and Valour.
Because I've just seen you reply.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes has been like this. Sorry. Let's be honest, it's been more than 10 minutes.
oh goodness.
But welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome. If you are unaware as to what's going on in chat, I don't know either, but we'll talk about the show, and hopefully that will ground us as people and humans occasionally, speak. Welcome. This is a special sort of arc that we are doing here in the normal Witchcraft and Wizardry show. And there's a small bit of audience participation. When anyone says for Voldemort and Valour in the show, in any capacity, expect chat to hop in and also say for Voldemort and Valour. We have a sort of special alternate timeline that's happening right now. The players are experiencing what would have happened if Cedric Diggory was saved by Draco Malfoy and Albus Severus, or I'm sorry, not Draco, Scorpius Malfoy and Albus Severus Potter. They saved him from basically winning in the Triwizard Cup and tying with Harry Potter and running into Voldemort, where he was killed. And they were trying to do the good thing, trying to do the nice thing, but things have not gone so well. We've met some different versions of our player characters, and we've met some other player characters because, unfortunately, Clementine and Rosalina did not go to Hogwarts. They did not go to Hogwarts. Muggleborns are no longer welcome there. And there's been a very different experience in Hogwarts. The school is mostly Slytherins with a small pocket of Gryffindor students, Hufflepuffs, and Ravenclaws. And they are sort of being indoctrinated through school into being sort of muggle-hating witches and wizards And it's a pretty scary place. Voldemort never died. Dolores Umbridge is the headmistress. But we did peel back the mask a little bit, and we did see some of the old characters, I think, peeking through just a little bit, despite this different timeline. We saw Maisie and Slytherin, Olive and Slytherin, trying to get along as best as they can, and Maisie, had a bit of a breakdown with Olive there, and they had a moment where they sort of let their guards down, and Scorpius Malfoy has been is known as the Scorpion King, the seeker for the Slytherin team, and basically the most popular kid in school. And the Slytherins kind of fawning over him, and they're sort of trying to get in his good graces for future opportunities, maybe to get closer to Lord Voldemort, who knows. But there are students that are just trying to get by, like Alexander. Just trying to keep their heads down. Just trying to make sure that they're not caught, that they are trying to just survive. And he's been doing okay at that thus far. But he was given some sort of note to change his recipe in potions class for the potion of extreme pain. And he decided to change it, going by the guidelines given to him in this note. And he was caught by Professor Wisbottom, the poorly named and very intimidating potions teacher, who was very strict with the rules. And Alex was hauled off to Professor Snape, the dark arts teacher, where he would serve a detention for disobeying the rules. So, today's session starts as all of you have seen Alexander hauled off by Professor Wisbottom out of the room. Alexander sort of protesting. This Ravenclaw student has has broken the rules. And are any of... I would assume Lillian, you and Cornelia are sitting next to each other, right?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so you see Alexander sort of hauled off by the professor. What do you do?
Wonder what he did this time.
I have no idea. Probably something disgusting or stupid.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah,
Should we, I don't know, yell after them or mock him or something? Or should we
Yes.
should we take notes? Should we journal? I don't know.
Well, we could go find him if you want. Maybe we could peek out the door.
You want to see where they're... I don't know, that seems dangerous, but yeah, can we sneak to the door? I'll just maybe they're taking him to the dungeons with the rest of the...
With the rest of the muggles?
Maybe he's the muggle everybody thought was existing here.
No.
He did smell. Well, strange.
That is true. Did we ever see him do magic? At all?
No. Just the failed potion.
Okay. Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Okay. Are the Dementors like right outside? Like if we go to look, are we gonna be?
I don't think that they litter the halls, but they do move about the castle and the grounds. They're mostly kept like outside the grounds. I mean, like they're kept like, you know, just outside the castle and sort of floating about, making sure
so
no
they're not
students
like right
are
outside the Great Hall.
right. Well, sometimes there are some wandering about, but very few inside the castle. There's plenty that are outside, making sure no students wander off or anything.
Okay, I want Lillian to just get up and sneak towards the door and peek, like comically, like my head, and then on top Cornelia's head.
Yeah, just.
Okay.
Can I notice something?
We notice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Try and notice something. I'll say you get a +1. You get just a 1 going forward here because of Cornelia helping you.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
true friendship.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Heck yeah.
on a 12, that is a full success. You can go ahead and ask me 2 questions from the Notice Something list.
Oh God. Okay. Is there anyone or anything sneaking around? And what did it look, smell, sound, feel, or taste like? I don't imagine we're tasting the air though. So.
Sure. So, yeah, there's no Dementors or anything in the hall here. But I think you might have seen like Alex getting hauled down to the dark arts area. Well, I guess it would be like towards the stairs going up to the dark arts room. You could probably hear him like, oh no, you know, like sort of begging and pleading as he's brought up the stairs.
I was just trying to, please just don't,
Is that like a
Not the
detention
basement.
or not the basement?
Not
Is it the basement? No. Not the
No,
basement.
no. I bet
Go
he's
up
just
and then
going
go
to
down.
get the I must not tell lies tattoo on his hand.
No, that's not very interesting then. I think
No.
we should sit down and finish our meal.
Yeah, that's very boring.
So boring. All right. So I'm just gonna walk back over and plop myself down.
You're eating in potions class?
No,
Oh,
we're
you're in
potions.
potions class?
You're in potions class, yes.
Oh, I thought we were in the Great Hall
No.
walking in.
No, potions class.
Yeah, I'm starving. I'm eating the potions. Wait,
You
so
wanna
he's being
eat the,
taken out of
the
potions
potion
to
of
go to the
extreme
dark
pain?
arts class?
What's that?
Oh, that is weird.
Because he used the wrong potion ingredients.
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was already gone. Okay. I understand now. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to working on potions because I don't think we should leave our class.
I did say where they were, but there's a channel on Discord that is filled.
Whack, I don't want to hear about it.
Okay. Then let's continue.
When you get in trouble in potions class and in wax class at the same time.
Olive,
How's your
you and Maisie, are you sitting together? Are you?
No, I
don't
had
think
gotten
not.
up and gone over to investigate Alex's potion
Oh yeah.
after
Yeah.
he left.
Yeah, you can see. Alex, did you take the note with you?
I don't know. I think I would have had it tucked into my book, at least like kind of in the back, just so it was a bit hidden, like not super obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. I would like you to investigate then, please, Olive. It's a mind roll. Ooh, a 5. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're like a little grossed out. This kid's a Ravenclaw or something. You don't really want to look through all of his things. You don't really know him well enough, you know. Maybe you'll catch something if you look through his things. But a cursory glance You don't really notice much. There's a bit of a different smell. That's it.
Can I tell what's different about the potion? Or no?
Oh no, not a clue.
No? Okay. I'm going to go back to my seat then and lower my head and get back to working on my own potion then.
Okay. The rest of you are just kind of doing your schoolwork, your normal potions work.
I think I'm very good at potions because my father does potions, so I think I'm the best at it.
Let's find out. The rest of you, I would like a roll, please. It's time to... Is this going to be an I read about that, or are we casting a spell in potions class?
I mean, if you're asking for a preference,
I'm not. Don't worry.
He's currently checking which one you're worse at.
yeah, he's like,
Oh no, all of you are going to be rolling. Don't worry.
There's a create potions part in the end of session stuff.
Yeah, no, there is. I'm just trying to see specifically. This is the final bit of the potion, the culmination, as it were. I think we're gonna have you cast a spell. Yeah, cast a spell for me, please.
Shall I do that as well, or am I excluded?
Oh no,
because
you're
I'm-
excluded.
Okay, good.
Oh, Lillian. Oh no. Okay. Your
Well, we all
potion.
expected this after my behavior, so I thought it was in lunch. So
Your potion of extreme pain. How do you think it explodes?
I think that when I walked out, I was like very distracted, and then came back and I was like not paying attention. Lillian like just starts filing her nails, and she's like whatever, and she just picks up her wand and like casts the spell, but she's also like holding her nail file. She like casts the spell and just drops her nail file into the spell at the end. Which is probably not in the recipe, so I think it like splashes out and starts gurgling, turns the complete wrong color, and like starts just overfilling from the pot. Starts, oh god,
oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, Lillian, what have you done?
my feet.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
On my
okay.
feet. I think they're blistering. There's a blister on my foot. It's disgusting. It's
Oh
really,
my god.
that's like a big blister.
Oh my
Don't
god.
look at it. Oh, don't
Okay.
look at it. Oh god, I'm
Okay.
so gross and disgusting.
Does anyone have any robes? We can just. Oh.
How do I get out of here? Have anybody noticed that I've got a big blister on my foot?
As you like looking down and staring at this like blister that's grown from the potion splashing there, suddenly the cauldron starts to bubble up even further, and there is a gout of flame that juts up from the potion. It's really hot on your face, Lillian.
I think I lost. I lost.
Face is
my
covered
eyebrow.
in soot. and
I've got
both
no
eyebrows
eyebrow.
are gone.
I've got no eyebrows.
Lillian. Lillian, it's okay. We can draw them in. It's fine. I've got a ton of pencils. Listen, some people do this anyway. They shave their eyebrows. Oh my god. It's okay. It's serviceable. We can figure it out.
I'm going to go get the professor. All right?
Oh, come on. Oh, my mom's gonna be so embarrassed. I'm gonna get kicked out. I'm not gonna have eyebrows.
Oh, come on. It's okay. It's okay. I'll fix you up some really nice eyebrows, I promise.
What's the Scorpion King gonna think of me now that I've got absolutely no eyebrows? And
You know what? You know what?
what?
Your eyebrows, we can draw them however you like. So maybe you'll have even
Make them
better
look
ones.
like little scorpions, maybe.
He'll love that.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe that'll look really stupid.
It could also look stupid, but probably less stupid than having no eyebrows, so...
Okay, I'm just gonna take deep breaths, and you're gonna let me know when somebody's here to help me, and I'm gonna try really hard not to have a panic attack. Maybe we can write an owl to my mom.
Okay.
And I could get like an esthetician or something to look at my face.
Professor! Professor!
I left and ran off looking for the professor who took
Did you?
Alex
Okay.
off.
Interesting. Okay. What about you, Maisie? What are you doing while this catastrophe's happening?
I'm in the corner, like as kind of far away in the shadows as I can be, like on the end of a table. If there's a table with nobody else on it, I feel like that's going to be where I am. Partly because I want to be out of the drama and be a bit out of it, but also because nobody wants to sit with me. And I'm making this potion and I'm just kind of like stirring it with my wand held strangely and just kind of like looking at what's going on, like
Sure.
observing what's going on and seeing. I think that's something that I'm really good at, is just fading into the shadows a little bit and watching and observing and trying to figure it out, maybe with a slight smirk on my face.
Sure. Your potion, I guess, makes the correct of smoke once it's finished. It's got that sort of, probably about the same color as your shirt there. That sort of like, grayish green kind of color that the potion's supposed to have. Signaling that you've done a good job. By the way, Lillian, I'm going to need you to take a condition for that. I'll let you decide on which one you want to take from there. But Cornelia, you and Olive, your potions, they didn't make the right color smoke when they sort of made their poof. It was probably there's probably like it's a little too green, like it's a bit of that toxic sort of green as opposed to the grayish green that you're supposed to expect here. But yeah, Maisie, you seem to have gotten the potion kind of right. You see there's 3 house elves that are sort of like looking at each other and sort of shaking a little bit in the front of the class. They're looking around at all the various potions with big eyes. How does that make you feel?
I want to try and sabotage my potion.
Okay, so after it's made the correct sort of smoke color here, what are you doing to sabotage it?
I think I put my wand down and just spend a minute looking at it. And what am I going to do? Has anybody seen this? I don't want to be responsible. I'd rather just pretend I got it wrong and deal with that detention or whatever, eh? I don't know. I think I think I would like to. I don't know if this is gonna work. The first thing that came into my head is that I want to use Reparo in a way that kind of like it repairs this potion, which to me is inherently broken. Like, this is an inherently broken thing, morally broken thing for not just the world in general, but also to be teaching first years and to be testing this on a house elf is just broken. It is morally broken. So that was the first thing that came into my head, is I want to cast Reparo, but I also feel like that probably wouldn't work. So I think I would like to stand out of the way, and I would like to knock it over into the corner of the room.
Okay. Try and do so quickly and quietly, or are you trying to make some kind of flourish? How are you doing
I'd
this?
like to use Wingardium Leviosa to lift it up very, very, very gently and just skirt it like just a tiny little bit across the surface of the table, so it just tips at the end of this like long bench.
Okay. Try and cast a spell for me.
If I cast it out of my spell bank, does it automatically add the +1?
Yes.
Okay.
An 8. Spell succeeds, but there are side effects. Choose 2, please.
I think the spell has diminished effect to the point where the cauldron tips, but there's like looking at the shape of the cauldron, it's got this ridge in it. So I think the way that it has diminished effect is because I don't tip it all the way over. Like there's still a little bit of potion caught in the shape in the bulb of the cauldron while it's on its side. So I think it didn't. The diminished effect is that it didn't quite fully turn it over, and I think that I was going to say one of the other players takes a condition, but I don't know how close they are to me. I think someone or something is alerted to the casting of the spell, and that it's probably a house elf, if I can specify. I don't know if you want me to.
Sure. The potion crashes to the ground, and you can see the nearest house elf kind of like jumps. It looks up at you.
I just kind of put
Sort
my
of
hand
shaky.
up at it like, it's okay. And then just immediately turn around and pick the cauldron up. I think I have dragonhide gloves, if I can pick those up to have some kind of protection. Pick the cauldron up, put it back in. And then I want to go back to the potion ingredients and just put one of them in, so it looks like my cauldron is full enough that I have actually given it a go and just failed at it.
I think try to convince in this case, because you're kind of like, you're faking it. You're kind of like lying here.
Oh no.
You don't have enough ingredients left to make it look like anything else. Everything's spilled out.
Can I investigate nearby to see what else I might be able to use, if there's any kind of receptacle with something of any volume in it, or if there's I assume water won't look like convincible enough. Yeah. Can I investigate?
Absolutely.
Oh no. Another failure.
I think when you try to investigate, you bump into Lillian and Cornelia, who are trying to sort of deal with the eyebrow catastrophe. Cornelia, you probably bump into them like as you're doing all this, and Cornelia's like trying to head for the door.
Excuse you? What's the matter?
Nothing. What's wrong with your face?
Really? Okay, fine. Bye. And I just walk off.
Okay.
Fine. I'd like to go back to my bench, and I would like to set fire to what's left of everything in my cauldron with incendio.
Okay. Go ahead and cast a spell.
I mean, I have +2 to magic, and it's in my spell bank, so let's pray. Partial success. Whew. I think somebody notices it, and I think it's Cornelia, who I've turned around and recently seen. I think she's the person who notices it, and I think that actually maybe it goes to. I think she takes a.
condition. Oh my god, this is so awful.
I think she takes a condition, and I think the condition is that her eyebrows are scorched off.
Wow.
It's a similar situation.
Oh my god.
So they match. The Lee sisters match.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What? What did you just do? Oh my.
Now you match.
What?
Both soot-colored faces, no eyebrows.
I thought that, you know.
So stupid.
What?
Also,
Wait,
no change
you
than
said I
usual
look
then.
fine, but now you're saying now that you have no eyebrows that you look stupid. That means I look stupid too. Oh god. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. We'll call our mums. They'll get taken care of. Cornelia, it's gonna be fine. Just cover your face. Just cover your face.
You probably
Put your hair down.
You probably need some help from the professor. Professor!
Don't touch me. Get away from me.
So we just hear the sort of professor's calls for professor sort of fade away as we follow Olive, who has left the classroom trying to find the professor or keep an eye out. Olive, why don't you try to be quick and quiet, please?
I was so worried you were going to say that, because you know what I'm not good at doing?
Any sort of body rolls?
Yeah, being quick or quiet.
Okay. So, as you leave the classroom, where are you headed to try and look for the professor? You're calling out for the professor out of the classroom. Where did you go?
I'm not calling out for the professor.
Okay.
Is it possible to, I'm trying to see if it would be investigate or notice something, to hear Alexander. Okay, notice something. Cool.
You didn't. Which way did you go?
I'm going to guess.
You're in the dungeons right now, near the Slytherin common room.
Yeah.
Potions class is in the dungeons.
Potions classes in the dungeons. Okay. Is there anything else in the dungeons with us, or like would you naturally have to leave the dungeons to get to any other part of the castle besides potions classes and Slytherin common room?
Pretty much, yeah. You'd have to go.
Okay.
You'd have to go upstairs. Yeah.
I would be going upstairs then, and hoping. I think I would bet on checking this professor's office. Or can I see if in this universe if I would know like where somebody would be taken to be disciplined in a scenario like this?
Sure. Bea and I read about that.
Okay.
Ooh, a 10. Yeah, so when you've read about that, you can ask me 3 questions on a 10 plus.
Okay. I guess. Where is it? Where do people go when they're being disciplined?
Yeah, so it depends on who is in charge of detention at that. They probably trade off like the responsibilities and whatnot. But you probably heard somebody else getting disciplined this week. And I think that maybe Professor Wisbottom said that Alex is being taken to Professor Snape.
Professor Snape, okay. Is it dangerous? So, like, aside from knowing that people get detention or whatever, is the punishment in this universe more severe?
Oh, yeah. Everything's more severe. So, breaking, like, not following a lesson or something like that, it's the equivalent of a minor offense here, but, like, it's still bad. Like, he'll probably get something where, it's going to carve the words into the back of his hand, which is Headmistress Umbridge's favorite punishment. But yeah, that's a really common one for when students don't listen. And I think that's a safe bet. But that's
Okay.
that's about as dangerous as it gets. It's not like they're gonna, make this kid into some kind of horrific example.
Okay. And then for the last question, I want to ask, who do I know that's related to it? And I guess what I mean is, aside from, one professor's taking him to Professor Snape to be disciplined, does stuff like this involve prefects? Does everything get reported to the headmistress? Like, what's the chain of command?
Depends on like when and where it happens. In class, the professor will just be responsible for it, and like handing them off to detention or what have you. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to make my way to the Defense Against the Dark Arts class, then, to Professor Snape.
There is no Defense Against the Dark Arts class. There is a Dark Arts class.
Dark Arts. I'd like to make my way to the Dark Arts class.
Okay. So you head up the stairs. As you're sort of heading up the stairs towards the Dark Arts class, you round a corner and you get very cold. You can start to feel any happiness start to drain away from you. And you're getting colder and colder. You turn your head and you see a Dementor heading towards you.
Is there anyone else in the area as well?
And try and notice something.
Okay.
No one else seems to be around.
Olive has a very visceral, physical reaction to feeling that draining of hope. As soon as that cold hits her, it almost stops her in her tracks, and she keeps attempting to move toward the dark arts class because it's something that doesn't it's not like she's particularly happy to be on this errand or anything like that. Her morale is definitely waning, but it's not physically stopping her from trying to keep moving forward. She's just absolutely overwhelmed by this increasing sense of hopelessness and isolation almost. Just ignore it.
The Dementor creeps closer to you. It's seen you.
Would I know if there's any use talking to it or not?
I think that you've probably seen students try to do such things. Sometimes they are successful and sometimes they get into trouble.
Okay. Olive's just going to... it was coming up from behind her, right?
Yes.
Olive's going to not turn to look at it, but she's just going to shut her eyes really close and call out and say, I'm just going to get my professor. There are students in class that need to be disciplined, and the professor left. I promise, I'm just going to get my professor. That's all I'm going to do. I just need to find my professor.
Try to convince. You have -1 forward.
I'm automatically going to succeed on a convince roll today as my Slytherin house benefit.
The Dementor glides in front of you. It motions with a sort of clawed cloak that's just pointing back towards class. As it gets colder and colder around you, what do you do?
Olive is going to not make eye contact. She's going to hold her head down and she's going to say, I will return with my professor. But the classroom's unattended and we need the professor. I'll go right. I'll return right away.
The Dementor
please.
gets closer and closer to you. You start to feel this like strange pulling sensation at your face. You will go. All right. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. What are you doing out of class? You there. You see the Professor Wisp-Bottom sort of making their way towards you.
Professor, someone messed up their potion and they blew their
And
eyebrows
what?
off.
You
and there's
got
chaos.
scared.
Not scared, Professor. They're ruining your classroom. I was
Ruining my
merely-
class.
I
Yeah,
was
come with
merely-
me or I'll let you deal with the Dementor.
Yes, Professor.
He sort of roughly grabs your wrist and starts to haul you back to the classroom. Do we switch scenes? Alexander. You've been sat in front of Professor Snape, a very famous wizard. How does Professor Snape make you feel?
Petrified?
Have you ever had a punishment with Professor Snape before?
I think probably because I'm generally pretty careful, but I'm also bullied quite a lot, and people have probably tricked me and blamed me for things, and I've likely been in detention before a number of times.
Sat in front of Professor Snape. Professor Wisp-Bottom sort of gave him the explanation as to what happened in class. Professor Snape walks sort of... he's very much a looming over sort of person. I see you didn't follow the rules, Mr. Pinescrew.
I know I didn't, Professor.
Did you take my advice?
I studied a lot.
The note, Mr. Pinescrew. Did you follow the note?
The potion note?
Yes, I didn't take you for a fool.
I did, but Professor Westbottom was angry because I didn't.
You were
Do it
caught.
as- Yeah.
You must be more careful, Mr.
Yeah,
Pine Screw.
Yeah, I should have. I didn't have my salamander handy. And he noticed.
A shame. And now you will have to reap the rewards for your foolishness.
Okay.
You must be more careful if you are to take the advice of others. There are those who would see harm upon you. Those that would bully.
Yeah, I've met one or two of those, yeah.
I'm sure you have, small for your age. I was quite tall, but it didn't stop others from, well, showcasing their insecurities. You'll have to be better than them. You understand?
I just, keep my head down and don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions. Perhaps the right questions. Perhaps using that brain of yours in a better way. I expect better from you.
I'll try better, Professor.
Unfortunately, promises such as these will not do well for many of the other teachers here. You understand?
I understand.
Have you seen one of these before? This is Headmistress Umbridge's favorite means of education. He holds up a special quill.
I think I've probably had to do this before, I will... Whatever, I've probably got a bunch. I just hold up my hand and nod.
You had better get started. We'll say 20 lines. I will follow the rules.
Okay.
He starts to walk away and he says, "The potion, did you finish it?"
I didn't get to look it over and test it, but it should have been finished. Yeah.
And the smoke.
I'm not sure. I was just finishing it up when the professor came over, and he makes me a little anxious. A lot anxious.
You'll need to keep your head ashamed. This way is much better, I have found. Some days, I think I would have been better at potions.
I just start as best I can scratching out, I will follow the rules onto the parchment.
Starts with an itch.
I tried to make my writing really small. I just get on with my lines. I don't speak unless spoken to.
Yeah, Snape would go about his work, probably getting ready for dark arts class. You can see that he's got probably some notes and things about the various unforgivable curses that have been probably renamed, I think. I think they would just be, it would just be the actual curse. They wouldn't say the unforgivable curses, and say like Avada Kedavra and, Imperius, etc. And he's got the board up and he's sort of going over his notes and whatnot.
I'd probably have to take a break after maybe like 5 lines. I don't have that strong a constitution. And I'll just take a quick peek at his notes.
I'm gonna need a roll from you.
Okay.
Tough it out.
I should have reminded you.
I would have made you do it anyway.
No! Okay, tough it out.
Yeah, you have to
That's
stop.
a 4.
I think you probably make like a noise or something.
I at first try to pretend that I'm still reading the lines, just not to draw his attention at all, just so I can take a break. And then just peek up every now and again and see what he's doing, because I am just curious by nature. So
He looks back over his shoulder towards you and he says, "You'll need to stop the whimpering, Mr. Pinescrew. There are those that would take advantage of such weakness. You must be better. You must be better than them."
sorry, Professor. It's
Apologies won't do, Mr. Pinescrew.
I understand, Professor.
Excuses are the tools of those that are incapable. You do not want to be incapable, do you, Mr. Pinescrew?
No, Professor.
Very good then. 5 more lines, and then you can be done.
I take a deep breath and try and power through the last 5 lines.
I'm gonna say you can make one more tough it out roll here. You have a +1.
+1 from tough love.
Mm-hmm. It's about as good as you're going to get right now.
A 6.
Okay. Take the injured condition.
Yeah.
Yeah. You finish
My
up,
hand-
but it's
yeah.
horrifically painful, yeah.
My hand's like cramping up from the pain and just... I try to put on my like best poker face. Thank you for this lesson, Professor.
Some lessons are hard. This world is unforgiving and unkind.
Should I return to class now?
Not just yet. Yeah. He's going to hand you some bandages. And some water. And put this on. It should help. However, it will not conceal.
Thank you, Professor. I do my best to wrap my hand up. It's kind of messy, but it's sort of functional, at least.
Mr. Pinescrew, I noticed something in the hall today.
Yes?
You were speaking with Scorpius Malfoy.
He was speaking with me. That's all. Just making sure that I stayed out of trouble and...
You understand that I am very close with the Malfoys.
I tend to keep my nose out of other people's business as best I can, Professor.
Have you noticed anything strange in regards to Scorpius's behavior? I don't believe I've ever seen the Scorpion King even speaking to a Ravenclaw student.
Well, he'd heard some rumors about me, and he was just making sure that I knew my place. He's an upstanding student and an example for us all, as always, Professor.
Very well. Remember, there are always people watching.
I understand.
Did that help?
Yeah, a little. Thank you.
apply this nightly for the next week. It should ease some of the pain. It will smell rather foul.
People say that about me anyway, so.
He turns and walks back to his work.
I just sit at the desk until I've been properly dismissed.
He'll work on something for maybe another 15 minutes or so. Go ahead and try and read between the lines.
An 8.
You can choose one from the list there. In regards to Professor Snape.
Yeah, Alex is a little paranoid in general, especially when people are nice to him. So I think I'll go with what are they planning? Like with regards to he's treating Alex nicely, why? Why is he asking these questions and stuff?
It's tough for me to answer. I think he seems sort of genuine. The fact that he sort of spoke in a way that referenced his past, from what you could pick up, is odd. That's odd. A lot of the professors don't really speak about themselves or their pasts and whatnot. And you feel like getting a little bit of insight into Professor Snape's past is something that he very much does not do very often at all.
So you could say that he's planning to genuinely help me, would be what he's planning.
I think so.
I feel like.
I think so. He doesn't make you do any more lines. He sort of like lets you sit there and apply like this salve. He gives you like 15 minutes or so, and then he dismisses you. You may go, Mr. Pinescrew.
Maybe you should speak with Scorpius, sir.
And why would I do that?
Well, he you helped me learn a valuable lesson, and he was trying to do the same, so perhaps you could give him some pointers, sir.
Why would I need to give the Scorpion King any pointers?
Because I should be going.
You should be going. Yes, I did dismiss you, but that has nothing to do with Scorpius Malfoy.
I shouldn't speak poorly about.
No,
that was
you
wrong.
Shouldn't.
It just... I'm sorry, never mind. I'll be going, Professor, thank you.
Yes.
And I head out.
All right. We do a little bit of a time skip here. Towards, I think, probably dinner time. What would you, Cornelia and Lillian, what would you have done with your scorched faces and non-existent eyebrows?
Well, you know, now that I think about it, Voldemort doesn't have any eyebrows either. So I think that we are actually doing the best service we can as followers of the Dark Lord.
That's maybe true, Cornelia, but do we in fact look very stupid? And Voldemort has lots of power, and he's the Dark Lord, and we are just stupid first years with no eyebrows and a lot of soot on our faces. I had to put my stupid glasses on. Look, I can't see anything. Look. I look like a muggle.
You're right, Lillian. I was really trying to make it better, but it's not.
It's not. Maybe before we go to dinner, we could go wash our faces, and I'll draw your eyebrows on, and you can draw my eyebrows on.
Okay. Perfect, yes.
Okay, I think that's
Let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going to do this actually drawing them on, or are you trying to use a spell of some kind?
Well.
I don't know if there's a spell that we would know.
No. I don't think so. Hold on. I mean, the only ones that
The fact that you're looking right now is great.
I can set you on fire, but that's about it. I feel like we've had enough of that.
Wingardium Leviosa, the eyebrow pencil.
I can Bluebell Flames our faces to filth.
No. Yeah, I got nothing. I think we draw.
Just
them
a
on.
pencil. Yeah, just a
Blind
full-on.
trust. I think we should roll for it though.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to make a roll. That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to figure out what the roll is.
Okay, yes. We're definitely just going to draw them, I think.
I think we should be inspiring each other with this.
Yeah.
You know, we're like giving each other a little inspirational speech about how our eyebrows look, and we're drawing them at the same time.
I think each of you can try and inspire the other. Sure.
Do we get does that include our friendship +1?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll plus your soul, both of you.
Well, me, is getting some pretty great eyebrows
Sure.
over the break.
Lillian, did you try to make Cornelia feel strong, perceptive, or clever?
I think I wanted her to feel strong. So in my thought process, I took that Scorpion King idea to heart, and I tried to draw 2 tiny scorpions above Cornelia's eyes, and thinking that it would make a statement. And they don't really look like scorpions; they look like bumblebees.
You're giving her this advice, I think.
You're giving me the energy to do your
while I
eyebrows.
draw the scorpions. Can I draw? Yeah, they're simultaneous. Great. Okay.
Hold on. You're actually gonna draw scorpions on my face.
So we're not there yet. This is roll number 1. This is roll number 1. Yeah.
This is just to inspire her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So this affects your eyebrows.
Frick.
You tried to make her feel strong.
You are now you look like a stupid baby. Think about that. Now you look like not stupid, just a baby.
I'm sorry. Are you telling me that I look like a stupid baby?
Stupid was the wrong word, wasn't it? Stupid was the wrong word.
I'm sorry. How is that supposed to help me help you? Just a question.
Honestly, just slipped right out, Cornelia. It was an accident. Listen, let me try again, okay? Okay? Come on our friendship, just let me try one more time.
Okay, one more time.
Okay.
There's no more roll for this. You don't get to roll again. Are you crazy?
No. I'm just gonna continue failing. You are. It's like a blank canvas, and you could put anything there. You look better now. Think about that. You could look better now.
Wow.
Just
I will
think how much
always
bigger
remember
your
this.
forehead is. You know.
It looks so much better now that you have a 7 head instead of a 4 head.
Ah. Wow. Thank you so very much. I'm so glad I get to draw your eyebrows on.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Cornelia, what were you trying to inspire in Lillian? Make her feel strong, perceptive, or clever?
I think I would like to make her feel clever.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would like to make her feel clever.
Sure. So, Cornelia, you got a -2 forward to your body.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You can just make a note of that for right now.
Yeah.
And Lillian, you're getting a +1 forward to your mind. I would like the both of you now to struggle to create eyebrows on each other,
Okay.
which is a body roll.
Okay.
Good luck.
I have a -2 and I'm injured.
You know? You have to tell me so I can draw them on the break. I'm doing
That's
it.
our,
You
that's
have
our
to do it
record
too.
lowest roll so far. The double ones with -4.
Can this episode title be Roll for Brows?
Highbrow comedy.
More like lowbrow comedy.
Get out of here.
No brow.
No brow
comedy.
comedy. What transpires during your dinner or like the break? Maybe you started during lunch and you experimented. Is horrific. I think you're pissed off at each other after those comments, and both of you are trying to screw up each other's eyebrows on purpose.
Do you want to go first? You want to do my eyebrows first?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Sure.
Do you want to describe the process? What you've done to my face, maybe?
Okay, so
Okay. All right.
I'm starting out very small. That way I can, thicken
Right.
it out. Not too crazy.
Right.
Oh no.
What? Wait, that's not.
It's fine.
I don't want-
It's fine. Don't worry. Everything's
First
fine.
of all, you
Just
said,
fill
no.
that part.
Second of all, you're laughing.
Everything's good. Don't worry. I just make them I accidentally buff it up by accident. So then I'm like, oh, I have to fill in to match that line that I did. Oh no. Oh no, I have to. Oh, I buffed that one up too. Okay, I gotta fill that in even more to make it a seam. So now she just has two.
Cornelia?
really
It's like
thick
Groucho
eyebrows.
Marx.
Cornelia, how
Groucho
thick are
Marx.
my eyebrows? Why do they feel like they almost touch my hair?
Because they do. But that's okay. Right now it's a very strong statement. Many people enjoy having very statement brows.
I'm just gonna throw up. I've never looked this ugly in my life. I've never been ugly in my life.
Oh no, you've definitely looked uglier. Don't worry.
You know what?
What?
Let me just go ahead and fix your brows while we're right here, Cornelia. Yeah, just down. I think here's what we're gonna do.
Great.
A light arch. And she's just gonna go in and start trying to draw scorpions on her eyebrows, but instead they look like really, really dumb bumblebees. So yeah, you're gonna feel a wee bit. Yeah, that looks.
How do they
That
look?
looks back. You look.
What do they look like?
They look like tiny little nargles spat on your face. They do. Yeah.
Lillian,
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever speak to you again.
Do you see what you did to my head? I think that I would be fine with that.
Okay, you know what? I'll see you at dinner, but I won't say a word to you.
Fine.
Fine.
I think that's how we open on dinner too. There we see Lillian and Cornelia like sat at the table, not saying anything to each other. Are you still sitting next to each other though? Like, are you like?
Oh, yes. No?
Can we sit directly across from each other instead of next to each other so that we have to look at each other's stupid eyebrows?
Just the quiet clinking of forks on plates.
Yeah. So the Great Hall is filled up and people are chowing down. At least the Slytherins are, and the scraps have gone to the rest of the houses. Maisie, Olive, what about you? What are you doing at dinner time here?
I think as per usual, I'm just trying to get by and maybe make some friends, but nobody wants to sit near me, so I'm just probably on my own or forced maybe to sit next to a group of people that I've never spoken to before, and probably that one, yeah.
You got chewed out like a little bit in class for, sort of goofing up your potion, and you did get like a bad grade on it. I don't think you got troll, but what was the one above troll?
Troll? What?
The way that they grade the like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. There's 3 failing grades. There's poor, dreadful, and troll. You got dreadful.
Okay. I don't think I really care about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think I really care about it. I think I did the right thing, and you know what? Like, I'll take a fail. That's fine. I'd rather take a fail than inflict a severe amount of pain on a house elf. So I don't think that's really affected my mood in any way. I think it's just like another day that I'm trying to get through. So yeah, I think I'm looking. She's not a great eater.
You did unfortunately have to witness these horrific, basically these experiments on these house elves in class. There were like, you had to watch these house elves like drink everybody's potion, and like the one that had the most extreme reaction did the best in class.
Oh. In that case, I'm significantly affected. It's completely the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm probably just keeping my head down and just trying to like get through. She's not a great eater anyway, and certainly appetite at the moment. Like, it's kind of just moving around food with the fork situation. Like, not really. And I think probably scanning the room and seeing what other people's reaction is to that situation, like the other people in the class, if they're there, how they're feeling, trying to read them. So if there are, if I can see Olive, maybe read Olive's reaction, because she would
Try
have
and read
witnessed
between the
this as
lines.
well.
And
Is
this
this
would
with
have
my relationship with Olive?
Yes, and it would have been before, by the way, like not right now. So this is like from before that this is happening. But go ahead and roll.
Got it. Let me find my, here it is. Oh man, is this one? Sorry about that. Is this one?
Yeah, no problem.
Doing the lights out.
Okay, you get to ask Olive one question in regards to her reaction to the house elf potion experience.
How are they feeling?
Olive?
I would say if it weren't for the past interaction that Maisie and Olive had in Olive's room, you would probably think that she's feeling just fine if you looked at her. I think to anyone who hasn't had a below surface level interaction with her. She looks smug and confident and pleased that her potion turned out okay. I think what other people might not pick up on that you could see is that she looks completely vacant in her eyes. So she's smiling, but she looks absolutely out of body experience, removed from what she's doing, going through the motions.
How bad was Olive's potion? Was the effect of Olive's potion? Like, what happened to the house elf with your potion?
Yeah, it wasn't... you didn't receive top marks or anything. I'd say you did about average, Olive, compared to everyone else in the class. So about average from what you would see. There was... I mean, it didn't feel good. The house elves definitely were in a lot of pain from this. But about average.
Okay. How far away are you, Olive, from me, do you think?
That depends. I think when Olive enters the Great Hall, she's going to look for a place to sit and see if she can make eye contact with Scorpius before sitting down.
Okay.
To see if he motions to invite her to sit with him.
There's probably like a little bit of a, like his table, he's got like his own seating area during dinner, and there's lots of people chatting about, and he's like at the popular table and whatnot. But I don't think you would have necessarily gotten his attention. There's a lot going on.
So she kind of hovers over the table and kind of tries to look like she's looking for a spot to sit while like repeatedly trying to make eye contact with him. And when she sees that it's not working, she's going to find a spot. I would say not with Lillian or Cornelia, but trying to sit like...
They are a bit like pariahs right now. Like there's there's a space that's yeah.
Yeah, she wants to sit next to other Slytherin students, but not next to them. And kind of just smile and kind of like chime in with a comment here and there, but for the most part, just focus on her food and focus on blending in.
So yeah, Maisie. You see sort of this vacant expression on Olive's face.
Who are you sitting with, Olive? Are there spaces around you? Are you surrounded by people? Would there be a seat for me to come and sit at?
I would imagine that she maybe is like in between two Slytherin students, but I don't know how many people are sitting like across the table from them, or if the surrounding area is full.
Okay. I want to go over then. I want to go over and see if I can get Olive's attention. And I'm gonna pick up my food and take it with me. Good work, Olive. On your potion. Good work today.
Thank you.
I think there's this moment, when friends just can look at each other and they know exactly what they're saying. I'm trying my best to communicate, whether it gets through or not. They're like, are you okay? This like worry for her. I think whether that's a read between the lines, maybe, I don't know.
I think Olive...
I think Olive, you can try and read between the lines. If you want, you don't have to.
Oh.
13. Okay.
I forgot to roll with my relationship, and I have a +2 to Maisie, so that would have been
now you're just gloating.
I am. I've never rolled a 15 before. I'm very proud.
You rolled 2 6s. So, you get to ask 2 questions.
How do they see me?
Maisie?
It's certainly not judgment. It's certainly not a judgment or anything like that. I don't think there's any, even though it was quite horrific to witness this thing with the potion and the house elves, there's no judgment. Like, Maisie completely understands why that happened, and actually is quite admiring of the fact that she could go through with that. And I think you see that I see that vacant thing.
What are they planning? What does it look
I
like?
think-
Your intent is, I guess.
I think two things. I think to sit down somewhere to try and join you, and kind of comfort you. But my intent is not to start a conversation about this, but just to reassure you and let you know that I see it and that I understand. But I don't want to start a conversation about this in public. I just want to show Olive that I'm a friend and that I'm here and that I understand.
Olive is going to not say anything, but try to use her foot under the table to like push back the bench that's across from her a little bit, to like silently indicate to Maisie that she's welcome to sit with them, and she's just going to kind of and turn back to the girl sitting next to her and kind of just make bland small talk.
There's visible shock on Maisie's face, like, oh my god, somebody wants me to sit with them like this. There's no poker face to it at all. Like, if people were looking at me at the moment, they maybe wouldn't notice the foot pushing out, but yeah, my face is very readable, I think, at this point. And I just silently slide onto the end of the bench, leaving space between me and the next girl, like opposite Olive, leaving space between me and the next girl, but kind of like turn towards them with my food and like listening from the sidelines.
Alex, when you returned to class, I think that Professor Wispbottom basically made you finish the potion as you did it. And your potion actually had the most effect out of everyone in the class today. How did you react? Upon seeing the effects?
I think initially I was like, just for a moment I had like pride that I had done something well and good, until I realized that it was actually like causing intense suffering to something else. And you know, I put on my best poker face and, you know, remembering what Professor Snape had said, tried to look at what was happening and let it harden me a little bit. But inside it a lot of shame and hurt. Like, it's not the way Alex wants the world to be. Because, you know, in a given other situation, Alex could be the one, could be me there being hurt instead of the house elf, you know? So, Yeah. It sticks with me, I guess.
And I think we get this like look of you. Are you like scratching your hand or sort of favoring it all? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like pressing into it with my other hand, like I'm squeezing it, just holding it. It stops the itching part a little, if not the pain.
I think that I think Gale sort of says, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, just a hard lesson, you know.
Got top marks today, even though the professor, well, he took you away and he yelled at you. How did you even know to do that?
I like to read.
Is that what you were trying to tell me before?
But just as well you didn't listen. Or you would have had... I hold up my hand this as well, and it's... not worth it, I'd say.
It seems like anything we do, no matter what we do, it's always bad. No?
Yeah, well, we've got to just keep our heads down and do the best bad that we can manage.
I'm glad my potion wasn't very good.
Shh.
I know.
I know what you mean. But you need to be strong. Sometimes that means that you have to face unpleasant things.
I hope we get to learn, other spells and whatnot. And I don't know. You think all the potions will be like this?
I'm not sure. I think I'm not sure. I think they've got to give us other stuff. They'll give us what's useful, I think. Although I don't know if, useful to who or whatever.
Professor Snape was... Well, I heard some of the other students talking about, like the Imperious Curse and whatnot.
Yeah.
Are we going to learn that?
Yeah, probably. All the spells.
When I got in Hogwarts, I was so excited, and I thought, I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, well, you have to... it's hard work to become a good witch or a good wizard, and hard work's not always fun, but we can find moments, I'm sure, in between the breaks. You just need to, not have too much, because Well, apparently it's quite fun to spoil other people's fun.
As you say, like, fun, you kind of see the rowdy, like, Scorpion King table, you know, just kind of, like, laughing and probably, they probably have, like, some quaffles or something that they're kind of, like, tossing at each other. You know, sort of like roughhousing and whatnot. And, you hear the familiar squawk.
Students will be reminded to not engage in any activities that involve more than 10 students at a time. Thank you.
I don't even know if I could find 10 students to do activities with.
There's barely more than 10 Ravenclaws at this point. Seems like everybody wants to be a Slytherin.
Yeah, not everyone though.
And as the Scorpion King's like table gets sort of louder, Alex, go ahead and probably I would say read between the lines.
A 9.
Yeah, you kind of catch a glimpse of Scorpius Malfoy, and you can ask me one question from the list there.
Yeah, I want to see how he's feeling. Because this will help me gauge, like, compared to how he was with me and them, like, I'm trying to figure him out still.
It's not too difficult to see. Scorpius does not look comfortable with these people. He's sort of like laughing at like the wrong times and whatnot, and he looks very awkward and not at all how you sort of know him. He's usually got a lot of confidence and a lot of bluster, and you know, he's in control of the group of you know, Quidditch players and whatnot. He's got that sort of like team captain, you know, aura. But he looks very uncomfortable, and I think there's just like a second where he like looks you in the eyes, and there's like almost like a plea of help on his face.
I'm going to accidentally knock my goblet off the table onto the floor behind me, and then like scramble to pick it up and maybe kick it over near his table. Just to try and give him an opportunity.
He looks a bit shocked, and he says, "Oh, look what the clumsy first year has done. Don't worry, I'll set him right."
I'm sorry, Scorpion King. I didn't mean to come near your table.
You should be. You should be sorry. And like Gail is like, you know, like she's just trying to duck down and try to like eat her food, kind of, and scuttle away.
It was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm stupid. Please don't cast any more curses on me.
He sort of like grabs you roughly by the robes, but it's with like no strength, you know, like he just kind of grabs you by the robes, and it looks a lot rougher than it is.
I tiptoe just to help sell it.
All right, you'll come with me, and I'll teach you a lesson.
I just wins and let him drag me along.
And then you hear like some like laughter and whatnot from his buddies, and that's a good place for us to take our break. Welp. It's a different feeling than we normally have here on this show, I know. I hope everybody's okay.
I gotta go dry up big eyebrows on my face.
Yeah, me too. See you guys later. Be back in like 5 minutes.
Sucks. I can hear everyone's sad and my eyebrows look stupid.
We're gonna take a little bit of a break. Give the chance for the cast to recover a little bit. And if you haven't done so, please make sure you follow all of these lovely people. I know we kind of jumped right into things today, but if you want to follow along, you can check out the Witchcraft and Wizardry website at tablestory.tv/WAW, where you can download a basically like the system that we're playing for free. It's totally free. Go check it out. And you can play your own probably non-horrific timeline setting and enjoy as well. You can also head on over there to follow all of these people. Go click on their links. Go follow them on all the places. And if you want to help support them in a monetary way, and you have yourself a Twitch Prime or an Amazon Prime, link them up and go get some emotes from these people. Murgles just became an affiliate. OMG. OMG.
And then unlocked the maximum emotes possible in the first stream. So deserved, Max. So deserved.
Thank you. I cannot wait to use those emotes everywhere to everyone's chagrin.
Oh yeah, just make
full power.
Make the most horrific emotes you can possibly make.
Oh, if you've seen the vibe one that I made, which you haven't, but just wait, because it's mwah.
Go do that. Go support these wonderful people. And if you want to support Table Story in a non-monetary way, follow us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/tablestory. And you can sub to us on YouTube. We're Table Story there as well. And if you want to support in a monetary way, you can check out our Patreon at tablestory.tv/pledge. But please only do so if you can, during these difficult times. I know that there's just so much stuff going on in the world that people have it hard. It's brutal. So don't if you don't have the money, don't do it, please. Don't just be like, well, I'll just I want to help support. Don't feel like that. We're more than happy to just have you follow us and be a part of our community. And you can further join our community by hanging out in our Discord. It's just tablestory.tv/discord. Come and join us. We've got lots of like-minded people that love role-playing games and love hanging out. It's a fantastic Discord with a massive community, and it's very, very active. So come hang out with us. Otherwise, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight for more Voldemort and Valour. We'll be back in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody, to Table Stories, Voldemort and Valour. We return. We join Lillian and Cornelia staring at each other across the table.
I honestly can't believe you've done this to me.
You can't believe I've done this to you. Did you see what you did to my face?
Lillian, at least yours still look like eyebrows. I don't know what you thought you were doing.
Looks like to you.
You know what?
At least yours are like a little tiny work of art on your face.
A little tiny work of art. Can you even see me with your eyes? Maybe that's the problem. Are you
Because
blind?
my big eyebrows are in the way. I can't see anything. What?
11 years of friendship down the drain over eyebrows.
It's a little funny though, isn't it? You got a little piece on your face. Do you think we can get in
You
trouble
look
for
like
this?
a Muppet.
What's a puppet? Like a puppet?
Yeah.
You don't even. Your eyebrows are affecting your brain waves.
Well, look at them. How could they not?
You hear them buzzing?
Yes.
Well, think of it this way now. My forehead's much smaller than it was before.
Yes, it's true. My, what was it, 5 head?
Well, you have a 7 head.
7 head, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Without
Now it's an
eyebrows,
art
I mean,
museum.
at least an extra 2 digits onto there. Without. Oh, my fault.
you're so mean. I love it.
You're where I get all this meanness from. I don't know why you're complaining. Well, maybe like we could call our parents later, send them an owl, and they'll have somebody fix our faces with magic, maybe.
Yeah, I hope so. Or maybe everyone will start copying us.
Hey, I'm not sure if I want the school to look this horrific.
You carry it rather well.
Oh, thank you. It's very convenient that I've got these bangs here. It's unfortunate for you and your 7 head, isn't it?
Yes, I would agree with that.
While this comedy's going on, and the two pariahs are like, there's like a tumbleweed that blows past their area of the table. Like they're completely left alone. Olive.
I don't understand why nobody wants to sit with us.
Olive.
I feel.
Maisie's sort of joined you at the table. You can see that there's like a little bit of a kerfuffle going on with Alexander and the Scorpion King.
Are they leaving the Great Hall?
They do look like it, yes.
Okay. Olive's going to kind of notice that that's happening out of the corner of her eye, and she's going to kind of push some food around her plate and just sigh and say, well, I think I'm done, so if you will excuse me, ladies. And she's going to try to like gather her things discreetly and exit the Great Hall to see what Scorpius and Alexander are up to.
Okay. Maisie, are you doing anything?
I think if there's an opportunity to follow on with Olive, I think I would take it. But probably be going to another table or inventing some kind of other reason to go, because I'm still very concerned about people linking us together or anything like that. But I would really like to make sure she's okay. She's my friend.
Sure. Try and be quick and quiet, I think.
With Olive, relationship with Olive.
Yes.
One day I'll find this part straight away. If not today.
A 9. Okay, you can be quick or quiet.
I think quiet. I think I'd be quiet. I think that would take me more, give me more scope to kind of observe what's going on and slink between groups and kind of try and get a feel for what's going on where in the Great Hall.
Yeah. So, Olive, you get a bit of a jump on Maisie here as you follow Alexander and Scorpius. It looks like they're headed downstairs back into the dungeons.
Okay. Olive is just very, very confidently holding her things and walking as if she's returning to the common room, and is following that, keeping an eye on them as she moves down to the dungeons.
Okay. Try and give me a quick and quiet roll, I think. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. So, the previous roll that you made was double 6s. This one, double 1s. Oh,
Yeah.
no. I think you fall down the stairs. I think you fall down the stairs. You totally get your foot caught on your robe, and you tumble down like half of the stairs down into the dungeons. Alexander, Scorpius is sort of like hauling you by the robe, and but under his breath he was like, "We need to go somewhere where we can talk in peace. I know somewhere quiet." And he's sort of like, "Oh, come this way, first year. I'll show you what it means to cross the Scorpion." What? And he's sort of like, you turn around and you just see, thump, this falling Olive land at the bottom of the staircase.
I'm sorry, Scorpion King. I didn't mean to. Please don't hurt me.
What's this? One of your friends? Oh,
I don't have friends.
of course not, Ravenclaw.
I'll just help myself up then, shall I?
Is that you, Olive?
Yes, of course it's me.
What are you
Could you
doing?
please help me with my things?
What are you doing down here?
Falling down the stairs. Could you please give me a hand?
Do I see this? Have I seen Olive go?
You can notice something for me. I think you got stuck a bit behind as you were trying to, be stealthy.
With Olive, yeah.
Yes.
Relationship.
No, you didn't catch any of that. Nope. So, he's all right. What are you doing? Why are you following me?
You should be more discreet. I could hear you from across the hall.
Discreet? But I'm merely dealing with his first year's attitude.
Yes, which, honestly, is rather out of character for you. I don't know what's gotten into your head this week, but where are
Scorpion
you?
King has some new spells that he wants to practice.
She's fine. She's fine. Follow me. Follow me. I know somewhere we can talk.
Okay.
Well, I'm coming with you.
What?
Anything you can say in front of him, you can say in front of me. We're family.
But if you're,
Right.
if you're caught.
If I'm caught, what? You're just showing me the ropes of how to torture Ravenclaw students. If anything, if we're caught together, it looks better to have another Slytherin with you.
Try and convince, and I think you have a +1 going into this.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I had enough experience points to reset my house benefit, and my new house benefit is no one saw that. Reroll a roll once per day. So I'm gonna reroll that. Thank you, experience.
Slytherins have a pretty broken... I gave them a very broken ability. Okay, a 9. Okay. Gotta choose one from the convince list.
They do it, but are now terrified of you. I think Scorpius, probably regardless of which timeline he's in, isn't used to first years speaking to him with such certainty. And, like, having someone be so pushy and assertive and just insert themselves into a situation that he's out of his depths with is probably really unsettling to him.
All right. I suppose you're right. Fine. Come on. We need to go. Get out of the hallway. Here. There's a storage room over here.
Okay.
And he'll open up like a storage room. In this way.
Out of character question, what year is Scorpius?
3rd year.
3rd year, okay.
He opens up the storage room door, and you walk. Meanwhile, while that's happening, down the stairs comes Maisie. She just makes it down the stairs as you've entered into the storage room, and there's just nobody in the hall. Maisie.
Oh. Right. How could they have... I'd like to try and investigate. I want to see if there's any... I'm assuming because we're down here, there's probably some dust and stuff like that. I just want to see if I can notice any footprints or any trails or something like that in the dust.
Sure, investigate.
And I can still use my relationship, right?
With Olive, yes. The rolls
at least
tanked.
that's my last point of experience that I needed, so...
The rolls have tanked so far today. Yeah. Are you using a house benefit or no?
The house benefit that it has is automatically succeed on a convince move.
Yeah, but you did hit a new experience. You could
I did
take
hit
another
a new.
one.
I'm doing it. I'm re-rolling.
Okay.
Watch this be like a total failure. Thanks, Whack. You have experience. Kolo, you leveled up. You have experience. Would you like to use a house benefit? Rolls a 5 and then rolls a 4. Great, thanks, Whack. That was really useful advice.
I'm not the one that's forcing your rolls into the red zone.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Likely story.
You have no idea where Olive went. She came down here. She's gone.
Oh my god, where did she go? Okay, is she, right. What can I see here, Whack? Are there loads of doors?
There's a bunch of doors and stuff, sure. I mean, it's, this is where a potions class is, and, basically the end of the hall, you have to give the Slytherin password. To get into the common room / dormitory.
I want to go around from the left. I want to go around the entire corridor of space or wherever I am right now, and I want to knock on each door.
You're gonna knock on each door? Okay.
I want to, yeah.
Okay.
Apart from the common room, I don't want to knock on the common room door.
Sure. No problem. All right. So Olive, Alexander, and
Oh wait,
Scorpius.
hold on. We're not supposed to be down here, are we?
I mean, after you're done with dinner, it's usually expected that you would go back to the common room.
I'm gonna get in big. You're not gonna let me change my.
So,
All right,
you
okay,
already made
fine.
a decision.
Yeah. All right. Fine. What did I do to you today, Whack? What did I do to deserve this? So I thought we were
You
friends.
got another roll. You rolled 2 fails in a row.
That 1 million points in Twitch to destroy Whack Steven just inches closer every episode. That's all I can say, Whack. That's all I'm saying.
Don't try and put this on me. I'm not the one that
Just
rolled
gonna
bad.
go back to eating my food and wait for my character to die.
What did I do? Look at the sea of red.
Yeah. Wow. Gotta blame someone. It can't be me.
So, Alex, Olive, and Scorpius are in this storage room. And Scorpius kind of like looks around, sort of, gets behind you and like closes the door after you all sort of enter here. And he says, all right, there, now. Sorry for dragging you down here and whatnot. Do you know each other?
No.
I know of him.
Oh, right. I suppose you wouldn't necessarily. Yes. This is Alexander. He sort of like looks at you. It's Pippin, yes?
Paint screw.
Oh, of course. And this is Olive.
Pippin's my mum's name. How do you know my mum's name? Old name. Maiden name? That's what they call it.
Right. Surely. I must have heard it from some. I'm not sure exactly.
I don't want to be rude, Scorpius, but you're acting very strange recently, and
I imagine that it would appear in such a way. I'm terribly sorry. I don't belong here.
Scorpius, did someone do something to your memory? Can you remember anyone hexing you or
can you tell us
jinxing
just
you?
what happened to you?
It's not a hex or a jinx or a curse or simply my memory. I literally don't belong here.
You more than
Scorpius.
anyone at this school belong here. You quite literally rule the school. What on
Yeah, you
earth are
practically
you
do.
talking about?
No. I don't rule the school. You don't understand. I'm nothing. Everyone hates me. I don't.
I get it. I get. It's okay. I understand. I feel like this sometimes, too. Sometimes
No.
we get overwhelmed.
You don't understand. I am responsible for this.
For what?
For all of this.
For
It's my fault. You understand? Not just mine, but it's my fault.
We shouldn't say that it's anyone's fault. Hogwarts is better than it's ever been.
No,
I
you don't understand. I am to blame for this hell.
I want to read between the lines with this guy. Because this is not making any sense.
Seven. Okay, you can ask me one question.
How can I get him to trust me?
I think he does trust you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean over to Alexander and just... I'm still looking at Scorpius, but I'm leaning to Alexander and I say, that's not Scorpius. Look, if you did something to impersonate Scorpius, if you've taken a
Have you taken
polyjuice potion,
No.
I hope you know that that is not legal for students.
You don't understand. Albus and I, we... Do you know what a time turner is?
Yes, but what's that got to do with you?
Time turners definitely would be highly illegal, and no one has seen any of them for a very long time. As far as you know, they would have either been destroyed or kept at the ministry.
It's just like a historical fact that we're aware that they existed a long time ago kind of thing? Okay.
I have not read, or maybe read about them.
Albus and I...
Dumbledore?
I
Are you
suppose...
from the past?
Not exactly, no. I'm from here.
Who are you?
I am me. I am me. I am Scorpius Malfoy. I am not the Scorpion King.
Who are you? I don't know what you're getting out of lying, but I know for a fact you aren't who you say you are.
Yeah,
I am not. I'm not your. I'm not the Scorpion King that you know. I'm simply Scorpius Malfoy, a boy that doesn't like to be around others. I like to be alone, and I like my friend, my friend, and he's gone, and I don't know what to do, and it's all my fault.
How did you change from the Scorpion King into Scorpius?
It's not some. I didn't change per se. Try and convince him, please, Alex.
Okay. An 8.
You can choose one.
So I'm trying to convince him that it's okay to tell me everything, I guess. Just so that better goes to the questions. I don't think he's terrified of me. Can I say they need proof? Like he needs proof that he can trust me in that sense? That it's okay to tell me?
He looks reticent. But it looks like he wants to say something.
Okay, Scorpius. you can trust me, and I'll help you if you want. I think I know someone who can maybe help you.
You'll think me crazy.
That's not entirely true.
You think me mad.
I'm pretty open-minded.
If I can be honest with you, you're not quite looking sane as is. So an explanation might actually make this better.
That's a good
As of
point.
right now, all we know is you aren't who you say you are. And quite frankly, if we don't get some sort of an explanation, all we know is you're a liar.
Yeah, we can't help you if we don't know. And clearly you want us to help you, or you wouldn't be... Well, I don't know why Olive's here, but... You
don't know
looked
why
like you
you're
wanted me to
here.
help you. I don't really know either, but he wants me to be here, and that's kind of good enough for me, I guess.
There's a... Oh, what's that?
Shh, point your wand in my face.
Yes, you first, yeah.
The door, Olive. The door.
Just because someone's knocking doesn't mean we need to answer it.
But we already made noise, so we're going with that plan.
I'd like to see if... I'm totally not scrolling through the spell book as we do this right now, and I'm not dragging out this sentence in an effort to give myself a minute to look for a spell. I know there's an unlocking spell. Do we have a spell to lock a door?
Oh, good question. I would think so. Yeah, definitely. Why not? Maybe instead of Alohomora, it's...
Goodbye, Hamona.
Aloha Laka.
Yeah.
Ooh. Maybe it's something, it's just Homora, instead of Alohomora.
Okay. Olive is going to put one finger to her lips to quiet the boys, hopefully, and then she's going to point her wand at the door that's being knocked on and say, Hamora.
Okay, cast a spell. And this is a first-year spell. Okay, 7. 2 side effects.
I will say... I think someone takes a condition. I think this is such a stressful situation, and she's so flustered. She's pulling out her wand very quickly, and she's half concentrating on the spell and half concentrating on the noise and what's happening in the room. And it means that even though she does this spell correctly and it has the intended effect, she's almost... her divided attention means that some of the shock of it pushes towards where the rest of her mind was, which was with the boys thinking about how loud they're being. And I imagine that the kind of power of feeling that little pop makes her throw her wand as well.
Okay. Yeah, you toss your wand over, and who do you think you cast this condition on, Alex or Scorpius?
I think Probably Alex, because he's not in her house and she trusts him the least.
It does
and so
say
I think
players as well, so I guess it's only fair.
Yeah.
I
All right. So Alex, what condition do you take here?
I think since it's a weird a locking type spell, it maybe locks me up somewhat in the sense that I am jinxed.
Okay. Yeah, Maisie, you knock on the door. You hear something going on inside. Notice something for me, please. Maisie?
Sorry, say that again.
I said you heard you were knocking on the door. That was your knock. You heard something going on inside. Notice something for me, please.
Oh no. Is this with any relationship?
I don't think you know, so I'm going to say no. You missed it completely, but I think you tried the door and the door's locked.
Okay. Hello? Are you okay in there?
It's at this point that I think you see Lillian and Cornelia coming down the stairs after dinner. They're sort of like giggling and whatnot, and they've got some interesting eyebrows.
I think I would like to try and hide somewhere around a pillar in a corner or something like that. You're gonna give me a body roll for this? It's a bad
Absolutely.
idea.
Quick and quiet.
Oh no, chat help. Wow. That's another point of experience, at least, right?
You're just like
That's
trying the
7
door
points.
harder.
Ow! Is that Maisie Skylar down there?
Yeah.
Her head's like on a swivel. She's like frantically looking. She clearly sees the both of you and is like trying frantically to do something.
Is Little Mouse trying to hide something?
No, is she alright? She looks a little broken. Matchstick, are you okay? Matchstick!
I'm fine. I'm okay, I'm fine. Thank you. I'm fine.
I'm gonna keep walking towards her. I'm definitely not dropping this. I'm just gonna grab Cornelia and drag her over. So if you are fine, did you break the door? Did you lock your firstborn behind the door? What happened? What's behind the door that's so important?
Lock my firstborn behind the door.
It's like a saying because children are normally pretty valuable. Never mind. What's behind the door?
I don't know. I can't open it.
So,
Why? Do you want help opening it?
Well, honestly, I decided not to because I figured that I was probably going to get in trouble. And I mean, I'm going to be honest. I feel like maybe you guys might not want to show your face at the moment.
Excuse me?
I mean,
do you have something
have you-
to say to my face?
Have you looked in the
top
mirror?
half of our faces. Is there something wrong with the top half of our faces?
Yeah.
You know what? We're
actually.
very aware, actually. So,
Okay.
I think we look pretty good, don't you, Cornelia?
yeah,
So-
I think we do.
Maybe you should go and lock your eyebrows in a cupboard instead of your firstborn because that might actually get you a little bit further.
Can I just hip bump? Can I hip bump her out of the way and Alohomora on the door?
Oh, struggle.
I'm not yet.
Heck yes.
Yeah. This is a
Heck
struggle,
yes.
Lillian.
Battle music begins.
Roll.
Crush it. Crush it. Oh my god. My dude. My dude. Is there something wrong with roll 20? Because I've never seen -2.
I'm injured, so
She gets
From-
she
oh
rolled
my
double
God.
ones and she had two she had two -2s on that roll.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
I got distracted by my eyebrows trying to hip bump you.
So,
your hips are made
Maisie-
of steel. You're very sturdy, Maisie.
You see Lillian basically trying to like push you out of the way. What do? You have some kind of reaction, and she does not move you. What do you do?
I think I think I laugh actually.
Oh
No,
my
really,
god.
You should hide yourself because clearly you're not used to anybody right now.
No, what? That didn't even make any sense. What are the chances I can cast Alohomora over her shoulder?
Not great, because as you're trying to insult her, basically you have to just have some kind of complete balance collapse. Maybe you just slip on your own robe or something, but you totally just face plant right into the ground. You go to push her out of the way and step on your robe and whoop!
Lillian, oh my god. You're so embarrassing.
Stop, Cornelia.
She's left her
mean-
eyebrow prints on the ground.
It's like an unhappy face on the
They've
ground.
actually come off. Her face is now no longer has the eyebrows. Oh my god.
What just happened?
You know what?
My head.
Is there something wrong? I've literally never seen you this absurd before. What's
Again,
going on?
just lock yourselves away. It will be better for the world right now.
I think you can try and convince them to do that, Maisie. And I'm going to say you get a +1 after this catastrophe.
Okay. Oh, partial success.
Yeah, a 7. So you can choose one from the list there, Maisie.
I think they do it, but are now terrified of you. I feel like that is gonna be a lot of fun.
You know
us.
what? You know what? Are you gonna scare us?
I'm trying to think. Would it be better if I tell you why you're scared of me, or if I leave it to you? Look, the thing is, if you don't know how to wait, I mean, imagine what's going to happen if Scorpius comes down here and sees you with all of this going on your face, and sees you on the floor, and sees you unable to defend yourself. I mean, look, you should really just get out of here. Or maybe,
There's some other students
might try
coming
and-
down the stairs now, too.
Lillian,
Lillian,
I might try and lock you in a cupboard.
Lillian, get up. We should go. You know what? You're boring, and I will come back to this
Sure.
later.
I'm quaking in my boots.
Okay. Great.
Maybe you should get better boots then.
Yeah, with
Little
heels or something.
oversized. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Come on,
make a rude gesture at them with my hands as they're leaving.
How dare! Disgusting. Please, get me out of here. She's rubbing off on us. Like hurry away with like the tiniest little like just like
A shimmy. Okay.
That went better than expected.
Were we able to overhear all this from inside?
Oh,
the room?
yeah. I won't even make it roll for it. They were right outside the door.
Oh, well then. I guess that was that. Oh no, who's that? You said there were students coming down
Yeah,
there.
the students that are coming down the stairs. Dinner's over, so they're probably just heading back to the common room.
Think, Maisie, think. I think I kind of wait and until they come really quite close, and then turn around to face them the other way, as if, you know, I'm going back to the Great Hall.
Okay. Yeah. You're kind of like you're waiting for them all to pass.
I'm gonna kind of pass them in the hallway with my head down,
Okay. Yeah.
as if I'm going back to the, but slowly.
Okay. Meanwhile, inside the room. Are they gone? Can you still hear them?
I don't hear anything. No. I
You
think
can
we're safe.
You can probably just like hear kids in the hall, just like in general, just kind of like a general crowd chatter.
Okay, we should get this sorted quickly,
We might-
if possible.
We might not have time to meet again safely, and it will certainly be suspicious if we keep being seen together, so please, whatever's going on, whoever you are, just... We know you're lying, and...
We know you're not Scorpion King. That's pretty clear. You're talking to me.
All right. And he pulls out a small medallion from underneath his robe.
Can I read about that to see if I know well enough to recognize it?
Yeah,
Ooh, can I do the same?
I would say choose between the two of you.
I got this.
Yeah.
I'll automatically succeed using my house benefit. that's you.
Quiet.
What is it?
That's a time turner.
No. No.
It is.
No, there's no way.
There shouldn't be, but it is. I recognize the way that it's. Are you a different time?
I'm not from this place. You don't understand. Albus and I, we changed it.
What did you do?
So you made. Whoa! Wait. It's all clicking. So you did something different in time and changed how you were?
No, we saved someone, but I think I don't understand how it happened. We saved Cedric Diggory. He was
but
From what?
he doesn't need saving. He's like,
He's one of the most powerful Death Eaters there are. What on earth
Yeah.
did you save him from?
hey, dude,
Death Eater? What are you
Yes.
talking about? What do you mean a
You
Death
don't-
Eater? Cedric Diggory.
yeah.
I know. One of the most powerful Death Eaters in the world. What on earth are you on about?
Cedric is a Death Eater.
Wait, what did you save him from?
Was he not a Death Eater when you saved him?
No, he was a student. He died in the Triwizard Cup.
He
Whoa.
And we went back. You see, we met with his father, and he was very distraught, and we thought that we could save him if we were able to change the cup. You understand? But from what I understand, Harry Potter died.
Yeah.
You don't understand. Voldemort died where I'm from.
What?
Voldemort died where I'm from.
I heard. I just said what because I needed time to process it.
Can you take us there?
Yeah, I'd rather be there than here. It's. Wait, how do you get back then if you changed things so much that he?
Well, I suppose I changed myself. I don't know exactly how it works, you see.
Is that how you know my mum's name? Did you know her and your?
I knew both of you in the other place. You were very nice. And you were friends.
How are we?
Have friends.
Oh, I I don't know. Everything was so different.
Was it better?
Yes.
Did we have to make pain potions and give them to...
No. And muggles were treated differently, and there were muggle borns in school.
There was?
Yes.
There used to be, before Voldemort's return, there was muggle-borns in Hogwarts. They don't tell you that in the Hogwarts of histories there are now, but in the old one...
Why did you want to change that? Why would anyone want to change the world from that?
We weren't. It's a horrible mistake. We were just trying to save someone's son. We tried to do good, and I don't understand how he became a Death Eater. You have to help me. You have to understand. You have to help me. How did Cedric Diggory become Death Eater? What happened?
Olive just throws her arms around Scorpius in a really big hug and just...
He immediately kind of, sort of, goes rigid. He's can't seem to grasp the situation.
Can I read about that for Death Eater history, see if I can understand how Cedric Diggory got his position?
Yeah. I'm going to say it's a -1, though.
Okay.
He's famous, but, specifics about his past, that might be pretty difficult.
Yeah, or at least twisted in some way.
Yeah, no idea.
No, it's... A lot of the stuff that happened about that time doesn't get talked about or wasn't recorded well, or...
How do we help you? How do we...
What did you do that made things change? Specifically, and then... Well, maybe... Okay, Do you... I'm not sure.
Wait, so... If you want to undo all of this, then... Can you still use the Time Turner? Does it work more than once? How does it work?
Yes, Albus and I have used it before, but it's difficult. As you can see, any small change could drastically affect things.
Okay, no, that's all right. If you want our help, if you want to fix this, the only thing that has to be changed is you getting the Time Turner in the first place, then. So if we make it so you can't go back and make that change, then the world will go back to normal.
Or
right?
There's other ways as well, but it's all messing with things. You could just... I'm not saying we should, but a way you could do it was just to kill Cedric. But I don't think we should kill people. That's bad.
I can't kill Cedric. Yeah, if we try to go back to where everything happened, we would see ourselves, I think.
Well, how did you get the Time Turner to begin with? Who gave it to you?
We sort of... We stole it.
Okay. No. This is perfect because if you can't go back, because you'll see your past self, send us back.
What happened to I've been asking so much about Harry. What happened to Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger? These are wanted list people, number one on the wanted list.
They're very wanted, kill on sight criminals, I think.
Of course they are. That makes sense.
I have a question. There's... Do you know Professor Snape in your Hogwarts?
No. Professor Snape died. Well, as Albus told me. Albus said that... Well, he was named after Professor Snape, Severus, Albus Severus. Professor Snape died. Voldemort killed him because, well, he thought that he could gain power from him, and ultimately, the only thing that he did was, well, Professor Snape was always looking after Harry Potter.
He's kind of looking after me.
He is?
Yeah, I reach in my robes and bring out the salve. He gave me this for my hand, and he was teaching me how to be tougher and do better. And if you tell him that he got killed, he might help you, but it's dangerous. I don't know if you should, because he might. I don't know, but we can't do this. We can't fix this. Look what happened when you and a friend tried to fix it, and you're older, and you've had more lessons. You apparently made the world hell. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad.
No,
but
we did. This place is
but
horrid.
We're first years, and I'm a Ravenclaw trying and fix this. We can make things even worse, and we might need help of someone who tries to help. And if you say that you were friends with, it might work, but it's dangerous. I don't know, because what if he's not? Maybe he was It didn't seem like he was tricking me. It seemed like he really wanted to help me, but
There's a difference between wanting to help and going that far, though. Just because he wants to help cuts on your hand feel better doesn't mean he.
I only did half the. He let me do only half the lines as well, and let me just sit there and for a while, and he was being nice to me. No one is nice to me except like maybe other Ravenclaws and stuff, and he's a professor of dark arts, and so look, why would he? I think we should. I mean, we don't really have much other choices. We're not going to be able to fix it without the help of someone, and it seems like he doesn't like the world being a place where people get bullied, because he said that he was bullied. And why would he tell me that if he wasn't nice? I think he's nice. I think we should try it, because I want the world to be a place where, you know, we don't hurt people.
So, our plan is to go to Professor Snape and say, "Excuse us, Professor, we all agree the world's shit. Could we time travel together and try and fix a mistake from this absolute loon who says he's not from the same reality as us? Here's this piece of contraband that only the Ministry should be handling because it's such powerful magic, and we're 11-year-olds handing it off to you. We're just going to hope that he'll come along with us."
He asked me about Scorpius, and he asked me if I'd noticed
He asked
anything
about me?
Yeah, he asked me if I'd noticed anything about you, and because you'd seem straight, and he saw us talking, he knows something's up, but he didn't. I lied to him. I'm not a very good liar, and he didn't even push me. He was just like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
I think he knows some. Maybe we should just go talk to him but not say anything and see if we can. I think just talk to him, don't tell him everything. Maybe.
If we talk to him and it seems that it's not working, can you use the time turner quickly? How long does the magic take to work?
Yeah, just go back a little bit and then stop us from talking to him.
I suppose I can do that. I just don't know.
Look, we go together, we talk to him, And if it doesn't work, and if he won't help, can you take us back in time to before you prevented Cedric's death? Right then and there. Like, if it's not going to work, and if he's going to separate us or take the time turner away, could you do it that quickly?
I don't know. Albus was so much better at this than I am.
Just be ready to escape and protect yourself if you have to, okay?
I always felt like I was helping him, and it was easier. Do you know what I mean? It was easier to help.
You're
him.
helping us now, okay? So you focus on you're helping the whole world not be hell. So feel really strong that you're helping, and then you can get back to helping Albus again.
We'll do it for your friend. Okay? We'll do it together.
I'll try. I'm scared.
I am so scared as well. But you can't be brave if you're not scared, so being scared is just an opportunity to be brave.
I miss Albus. I miss everything. I have to do something.
And you have to do it quick before everyone realizes you're not the real Scorpion King, for sure. They think probably you're just sick or something right now, but it won't be long before everyone realizes something's up, and then things will be really bad for you and they'll get the time turner anyway, so we have to act quickly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's go.
There's Quidditch
go
practice tomorrow, and if I try to fly a broom, I think they might know that.
We're not there yet. Just
Let's
worry
go
about
now.
today, alright?
Yeah, focus on the now, and we'll fix the now as well, but we'll fix it in the then to make it different now. I think that was right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for trusting us.
Yeah, thanks for trusting us, I guess.
Also, you're a horrid liar.
Really, you're a really bad Scorpion King, to be honest.
Absolute
I could probably
crap.
be a better Scorpion King, and I'm a Ravenclaw.
I don't think I could stand the way that everyone was talking there. So
horrible.
Terrible the way they treat everyone else. I can't do that.
Is Hogwarts... Is it a nice place where you're from?
You know, Albus, my friend, he always talked about how the other students would make fun of, well, they would make fun of me, of us. They thought that I was Voldemort's heir. And where I'm from, that's not a good thing. And I would get picked on. But I think I would take any day there over the best day here.
I like you much better than the old Scorpius. And I'm sure the other me probably likes you as well. Am I nice? The other me?
Well, you all have a lot of friends.
I have a lot of friends.
Yes.
Oh.
It were very nice to Albus and myself. And
Are we friends?
I think so.
That's weird. I'm friends with a Scorpion King. That really is a strange world. Well,
Tomorrow,
I think it
then.
sounds- Yeah, before Quidditch practice.
Right. I won't ask you to come with me. I don't want you to suffer any consequences that may happen.
Any consequence here is worth it if it makes the world better.
I don't know if I can get through a full year right now. My hand's already horrible, and I'm willing to risk it.
All right. Thank you. We should try and leave separately, I suppose.
You need to rough me up some more.
I need to what? Oh,
It needs to look like you've actually hurt me a bit. Like, if just in the eye, just a
The
little
eye?
bit, just. Well, it'll be most obvious because it will go dark and get a black eye a little bit, or maybe on the cheek a little bit, or maybe I can just run into a wall.
no, surely
I don't know
there
if I can commit to that.
must be another way. I could cast a spell on you, perhaps.
That works as long as it makes it look like I'm hurt or hurts. It needs to leave a mark, you know.
All right. I could hex you. Perhaps.
Okay, yeah, it's just for cover. It needs to make.
You may get laughed at, but at least you won't get hurt.
I'm used to that.
All right. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I've had a lot of it.
And he sort of waves his wand around. Inflate us! And you start to blow up. And
That's good.
he sort of like opens up the door. Quick, before you inflate too far, you can't get out of the door. And the door like opens and he sort of like shoves you out and you start to float off of the air, off the ground and into the air, sort of like what was Harry's aunt's name?
Marge.
Yeah, and you're just kind of like kind of floating around. There's maybe a few students. Maisie, you see the door open as you're kind of like walking away, and you see Alexander sort of start to bump into students.
I'm sorry, Scorpion King. I won't do it again.
Look at the stupid first year.
Oh, just take a step back against the wall and don't say anything. Don't help him.
And that's where we're going to end the session today.
What a roller
Wow.
coaster.
My goodness.
Oh man, that's a sleeping bag. Intense.
Oh,
my god.
That's what I like to hear. The groans.
Alexander Pun Screw over here.
If I was a person who dabbed, I would dab. But alas, I am not.
Colo's the person who dabs. So
Yeah.
Colo.
Yeah.
Doesn't she have an emote?
Yeah. She has a whole emote.
She dabs so much she has her own emote.
It's part of the brand.
No, right. The reason that we have a dab emote actually is because I hate it with a passion. It was a charity goal. We raised £18,000 for the charity special effect, so they got a dab emote. And to be honest,
It's okay.
as much as I hate dabbing, I feel like that's a valid reason to have a dab.
About the
Yeah,
only,
I feel
the
like
only
you
reason
have
I
to
do
dab
it.
in honor of that from now on, you know?
Yes.
Like the work wasn't
Constant dabbing
officially
to
over.
Show your support for charity.
Oh no, it's over. No more. Okay, no.
Hear that?
Colo and I have the
Colo
exact
stops
same
caring about-
opinion.
Colo doesn't care about charity. The words
Chat, you
trickle
can
through.
stop it. Chat, you can. Can you guys see chat right now?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I know this has been a bit heavy and whatnot, but I think that everyone's doing so great, and we've seen a lot of wonderful depth to our role players,
To at least 3 of us.
and to
There's a lot of
foreheads
depth in these
everywhere.
eyebrows.
We've added depth to foreheads everywhere.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum gotta exist in this somehow. Otherwise, it's just dark times ahead.
So
You are this world's crab and goyle for sure, and I love it.
we
That
have
was
to,
actually the plan.
we have to go around the room, do some shout outs, and also just the relationships for this sort of alternative timeline. We're going to do the relationships. So tell everybody who you are, where they can find you, and any other shout out or whatever you want to give, and do your relationships. A +1 or a -1 with another player character. If you do a -1, you can also add an experience. Zgonicus, would you be so kind as to start us off, please?
Yes, I would. Hi, everyone. I'm going to get my relationship out of the way. It's going to be a +1 to Olive, because, I mean, we learned some crazy stuff together, and apparently we're friends in the other world, so it makes sense that it has to get a +1. If you want to get my +1, come join me on all the internet places. I'm Zgonicus everywhere. May is beginning next Friday, and last May I did every day in May, and I cycled every day in May last year. I ended up covering like 1.5 thousand kilometers or something in total. This year I'm going to be learning. I encourage you all to join in every day in May. Follow me on Twitter. I'm posting my progress and stuff there. I have a channel on my Discord dedicated to every day in May. You can choose something that betters you in some way, whether it's learning, practicing, exercising, meditating, whatever it is. Choose something you can do at least a little bit every day in May. You can go to zgoric.us/Discord and join my Discord there and hop in that channel and say, I'm going to be practicing origami every day in May, or whatever it is you're going to do, and get into that. Yeah. Apart from that, I'll be streaming Final Fantasy 12 some more on my stream this week, probably at some point, and for the weeks following, since I'm done with the Final Fantasy 7 remake now, and I'm not hiding from the world as I enjoy it. And I'll see you guys here next week for the continuation/conclusion of Voldemort and Valour.
Thank you so much. And yeah, make sure you follow. Mega Orcs.
Hi, I'm Neko Oryx.
Hi.
Today. Hi, that's the
I'm
most
watching-
energetic
I'm watching
gotten to be all day.
Community. I'm like watching Community right now. I'm going through, and I just instantly thought of the Dean. Oh, hi!
That's the comparison I always hoped someone would make between me and a Community character. Thank you so much. When I'm not busy impersonating the Dean from Community, I'm playing Olive for you here. This was... I don't know what happened today. I'm never gonna recover from this, so thanks so much for that. Y'all can come say hi to me sometime. I'm live 5 days a week here on Twitch playing Animal Crossing and Dead by Daylight pretty exclusively, and then tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific you can catch me on the Dungeons and Dragons Pirates Adventure show, Pirates of Salt Bay, twitch.tv/tablestory. I play a void tiefling rogue and
channel? It's a table story.
Oh, twitch.tv/saving throw show. Thank you so much. My gosh, I have 0 brain cells left after today. And I will be giving my +1 also to Alex, because that just broke my heart, finding out that we were friends, and this whole episode just makes me want to cry for a million years. So thank you so much, as always, for making me feel every emotion I've ever felt in my whole life in one 3-hour show.
No problem. Happy to help. Happy to help. And I'm sorry, what was your +1 or -1?
+1 to Alexander.
Okay. Thank you. McGurgles?
Hello. 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 Boy, oh boy, Lillian is getting my -1 for these eyebrows. Listen, still my best friend.
It's we made up,
but
that's all. It's fine.
We did, okay.
It's fine. No,
Okay, you know what, fine.
Oh, no, you leave it. No, ma'am. You leave that.
Were you gonna give me a +1 for the eyebrows that I drew on your face?
Oh, no, I'm not giving you anything.
Oh, good. Okay. Wow.
You get nothing. Good day.
It's my friendship.
That's everything,
So
though.
nothing. Oh.
Hi, I'm Merkles. I stream Mondays through Thursdays.
Hey, aren't you an affiliate now?
Yes. Wow, thank you for bringing that up.
No problem.
Great opportunity for me to talk about it. I am an affiliate now, yes, as of yesterday. So I'm very, very excited. And the community was super, super wonderful, and we managed to get the first five emotes, which is insanity to me. So thank you for that. If you want to come and hang out with me, we do like chill drawing, good vibe stuff. So if you're looking for a good vibe, that's me, I guess. And I'm also making a film live on Twitch. So if you're interested in animation, because I'm a professional storyboard artist and animator, you're interested on how that gets done, you can come watch me do some drawing and storyboarding and design and animation and all that stuff. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Luxie?
Hello. I'm gonna go ahead and, because I already wrote it down and I know I'll forget. I'm gonna give my -1 to Maisie for knocking me down in the hallway and putting my eyebrows on the floor. It just seems fucking fair.
Oh!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Swears, and neither of them were Murgles. I'm so proud of you, Mo.
Give her a chance. Wait, we're not done with the episode yet.
Wow, Wax.
It's happened before.
And it'll happen again.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Just for the record, I've gotten through like 3 episodes now, at least.
I think Polo's the only one on Zoom currently, right?
PG stream. What can I say?
PG stream, not practice.
Anyways, just got fired from Disney World. Hi, my name's Lux Games. If you want to hear more where that came from, you can catch my stream.
Or you can go into our private channel where
No, you can't. You can't.
You're not invited.
you definitely can't go in there.
Please, let's not do that.
No.
We'd all be. I'd
Dead.
be fine. People expect that from me, I think. But
Same though. Anyways, I stream. I'm gonna be streaming later tonight. I've been playing just a ton of Animal Crossing, and I don't know what's next, but I think people are trying to wiggle worm me into playing my first ever Final Fantasy game. So if you're interested in seeing that happen,
It's a good one.
if you're interested in that, I hear it's great. So we may do that. And otherwise, you can catch me on Twitter doing all sorts of nonsensical things. Yeah, that's all. That's it. Thank you
Luxie's
very much.
keeping her eyebrows on for the stream, by the way. She promised us.
I am not doing that. I
Chat,
get ridiculed
demand it.
enough. I don't need that.
Demanding chat. Peer pressure.
Sounds like-
Come on.
Bean has not seen them though, so I'm very excited to just go in and part my wig. I'll film it.
You need
Yeah.
to.
You should
Put it on
just
Twitter.
take the wig off, but leave the net on and just
Oh,
like
yeah, and
walk
just-
in.
I'm just gonna walk in and pull it all off and just be like, hey baby.
Then we need to get
Hey,
some
babe.
just eyebrow emotes in the chat.
Oh, just eyebrows.
Yes, just eyebrows.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you. Colo.
Hi, I'm Golo. I'm gonna give, what a surprise, my -1 to Lillian. Because she tried to push me over, and to be honest, this -1 is a very long time coming because, I mean, like, why wouldn't I? Yeah. I mean, I wish I could give one to both Lillian and Cornelia, to be honest, but I feel like Lillian just did that a little bit more. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Hi, I'm Colo. You can find me all the places on the internet under the name Hello. It's Colo. Hello, it's me. We have just started playing Astroneer this week, which is loads of fun. It's a really cute space game where you go around and don't run out of oxygen, right? Because I definitely haven't done that multiple times already, right? Definitely not. So if you fancy doing that and just coming and hanging out, it'd be really lovely to see you. So maybe we can do that. Also, I'm really sorry my cat is shouting, and she's bought me her favorite toy as a like offer in exchange for affection. I'm sorry, I'm a bit distracted.
Bring the cat to the stream.
Well, I can try. Pumpkin. We can do the treats. The treats will work.
Oh, that was the most wholesome content that we've basically produced all day.
The loudest
Ready?
treats ever.
Here she is.
Hello, Pumpkin.
She hates everybody except Fortnite.
Oh my gosh.
I love you.
So angry.
Angry but pleased at the same time. I love that about cats. They're like,
That's my
touch
cat.
me, but don't.
That's Pumpkin. Yeah, don't say the C word in my stream, which is the thing that lays eggs. You can't say the C word in front of my cat. But yeah, there we go. That's me. Come say hi on the internet sometime.
Thank
now
you.
I have to give her a treat.
Oh no. Thank you, Colo. I'm Wax Steven. I have been your Headmaster of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. I've dragged them through this alternate timeline. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, chat. Thank you for joining us on the roller coaster of emotion. Thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated, chat. Thank you for all the love and support. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much to Colo, Luxie, Murgles, Nego Oryx, and Zagonicus for being awesome role players. I appreciate you so much. Make sure you go follow them if you haven't done so already. Follow us here on Twitch. Follow Table Story on Twitch and on YouTube as well. Same name there. And I've been streaming. I have been streaming Final Fantasy VII Remake and experiencing all of the emotions, the full range. We've seen.
Have you got to the part where? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no spoilers. There's been a full range of emotions. I have added a Jules emote to my chat, and anybody that's played Final Fantasy VII to chapter 14-ish knows who I'm talking about, and the emote is pretty good, I think. Yeah, there you go, Rafe turned. Come join for that. I will be streaming that tomorrow, and I'm ultra enjoying it, and I don't think I'm super close to the end, but we're getting there. And I've experienced extreme rage, extreme happiness, extreme nostalgia and sadness, and yeah, I have actually cried. It's actually happened. I did not think it was possible with a video game. I didn't think it was possible, but it happened. Thank you so much
Never
for watching.
happens to any of us at all, Wack. Don't worry. None of us here have
Oh
ever.
no, I
Definitely
hate
not.
to cry. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, never done a
I am
cry
an
in my life.
actual robot, though, so
No, I'm impressed you cried, honestly.
thank you everybody for hanging out with us, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Gone. We'll be streaming some Gone tomorrow. That's Pumpkinberry's surreal thriller show that she does. It's fantastic. Great cast. Come join us for that. I'll be rating into that when it goes live tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.